Hello, Maurieo! Maurieo solves a resection using 12D model. Hello! Well, I'm going to try and solve this resection using 12D model. I set it as a task for my students and they've come back with a few questions that I've, well, had a bit of trouble answering. So let's have a crack at this. So first of all, I'm going to set up a project. So I must choose a particular folder to put that in. So I'm going to choose this folder here, which is on my flash drive here. Okay, in engineering surveying, in the worksheets, and it's worksheet 7. So yeah, worksheet 7, select the folder, and well, you can see I've got resection final there, resection final 2. Yes, obviously. I've had another bit of a go at it, so yeah, that's how it's working out. So yep, let's proceed there. Now a lot of things happening over here on my primary screen which are making it quite hard, so I've got to bring it over to here. It wants to be a bit temperamental, so I'm going to try and slot that in there. Oh, there we go. All right, now this 12D model business, what we do it in is a least squares adjustment, survey adjustments, least squares network. So what a least squares adjustment actually does is it takes a whole series of observations and it creates condition equations and fits them together. So if you can think of like simultaneous equations where you have two unknowns and two equations and you can solve for x and y, well, a least squares does that on a much bigger scale. It might have 20 equations and it can solve for 20 unknowns, but it likes to have a few redundancies as well, so it minimizes the error in those redundancies, and it's called least squares because it's the sum of the squares of the residuals as the minimum or the least value, so it fits things together as best they can. Now, so it's done up here in this least squares. So I think the first thing I'm going to do is put all the fixed stations in. So I'm going to call point X, I'm going to call that point 1, and the X coordinate, which is the easting, 425.14, and the Y coordinate, which is the northing, 11936.50, and I'm going to have a 0. Okay, so 11936.50, 425.14. Just check that. Now, number 2 is 2128.87. So this is a least squares adjustment. 12351.17 and 0. And then the third point is going to be 653.02. Oh, it's going to be 0.3. 653.02, enter, and 10001.15, enter, and 0. So that's all my fixed points put in. And so the next thing I'm going to do is just go to here, and this is setting up for the drawing, how we draw it. So I'm going to put everything in a model called control. Okay, they're going to be red, and I'm going to clear the draw model beforehand. So we get that all sorted out like that. That's all pretty good there, and there's a few little bits and pieces in there, but they're not going to worry us at this point. Distances, we don't have any distances, so we can't put those in. We do have angles, and this is gets a wee bit tricky. So what we do is we put in the back sight. So I'm going to call point Q, give that the number 4, and so we're going to be at 4. We're going to back sight Y, which is 2. We're going to be at 4, and then we're going to the foresight is going to be Z, which is 0.3. Okay, and the angle there, of course, will be 169.5130. And the standard deviation or error, I'm just going to go with 10 seconds for that. So then the next one, I'm still going to back sight 2, which is 0, because that's the 2. And everything's happening at 4 because it's a resection. And the foresight is going to be to 0.1. And of course, it's going to be 277.3150. And that's going to be 10. Now, we can, if we like, process, well, that 2 angles would actually possibly be enough, because you can determine what the third one is, obviously. So I'm going to just try it at that. Well, I know that we're going to have some problems, but I thought I'll just show you how it works. So we'll just go process, and it says cannot find the first estimation. So that's it can't work out an estimate for Q, so we're going to have to give it 1. So let's go to initial here, and that's going to be point number 4, and the x coordinate, if we just look here, that's 4. I'm going to say round about 1200. I know 1200 will work, so I'm going to put that in. And for the y coordinate, round about 111, 0, 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. Oh, that might be one too many zeros. 111. Yes, yes. I'm going to put that in there, and the z coordinates I'm going to put in 0. So now I'll process, and it says Warner data set lacks redundant observations. Stop. So it's stopped. It hasn't done that. So it needs some more observations. So I'm going to put in a third observation here into the angle one, and that's going to be, I'm going to back sight X, which is 0.1, enter. I'm still going to be at 4, and I'm going to foresight to 0.2. Now that bearing there is going to be 360 minus 277.3150, which it does seem to calculate, and then I'm going to put a 10 in there, and now I'm going to process. Oops, enter. Let's see what we've got. Oh, I didn't select that one, so now I'll select that one and process, and the network's been adjusted. So let's just move that out to one side. over here is my control. So there's my network there. And then up in here is my report. And I'll look at the resection report there, which I'll just make huge like that. And there's my resection report with the details that I've put in. And it's calculated the station for 1229.999 and 1149.99, which is well, I'll have a look. I'm pretty sure that is the correct answer. Trust me, I know what I'm doing. Yeah, I have had a look. I don't think we need to. Well, we could go to the Moodle site here. Oops, and see if we can find the answer. Just to prove. Oh, I haven't got the Moodle site there, I don't think. Not sure. Oh, here it is. Oh, I see where it is. Okay, let's see if we can get it here. So let's get Moodle up here. There it is there. Update this file. No. Oh, I don't quite know what's happening there. Dashboard. Let's go back to the dashboard. It's getting there. Engineering surveying. Okay, and I'll just go to the worksheets and the answers and worksheet 7. Okay, and let's see if we can put that over there with the answer, and let's see if we can get 12D up here like so, and we'll get the oh, there's the resection report there, which we'll position over there next to it, and we can probably get rid of it. Oh, what happened to my resection report? Oh, there it is there. But that there, we might have to get that out of the way. There's my resection report. So here's my answer, 11149,997, and here's what? Oh, wrong report. Oh dear. Here we go, the right report this time, and an answer, 1129.999 and 1149,998. So we're, yeah, pretty good. And if we just go, so it's all good, we've got the right answer. That's an old report there, incomplete report, that one. So there we go. So there's our little setup there. So we can well, we'll finish that. Yep. Do you want to finish? Yes. You yep. Doesn't seem to want to do that. Anyway, there's our various things there, and we can probably turn our points ID on like so, and our resection is solved finally. So there you go. I think that should help. Typically with a resection, you need, if you can have more stations in the resection, so you could have 3 or 4, those observations can be added to their survey adjustments, least squares network. Doesn't seem to have, oh, I've lost that little file, so I don't know how that gets solved actually. Oh, input file. So yeah, you've got to do your adjustment each time. So that file has disappeared at this point in time. Yeah, so if you have more observations in, it gives you a stronger fix on the point. Alrighty. Cheers. See you.